Good morning. We are live an hour early, even though it's 8 o'clock. For those in time zones that jump, we are springing forward. And I totally forgot until Deb mentioned because where your focus goes, energy flows. And I find sometimes that whole hour, it's like, it is only an hour. Why is it kicking my butt? So as soon as you said that, I was like, oh, no wonder why I just feel like, okay, again, a little tired. But we're getting into spring and it's so nice to see the sunshine. I love it. I love it. So Deb, how are you feeling this spring forward week?
Yeah, it's funny because it's only an hour, but it seems to really affect me in a lot of ways. Like I'm feeling a little tired this morning, but you're right. We are springing forward. We had beautiful sunshine on the weekend, which we haven't had a lot of all winter long. So that was beautiful. And we had no plans this weekend and just
Mm,
decided to hop in the car and go for a drive. It was a beautiful sunny day and ended up, happening upon a restaurant, and we decided to go bowling, and things just kind of fell into place. So it's sometimes those days where you have nothing planned that you stumble upon like exciting things to do. And we had the best time. And I think the sunshine certainly affects everyone and just makes your day a little bit brighter.
yeah, that vitamin D, it's stepping outside for even a minute and even throughout the day. Like we're on Zoom right now, you're watching us on some sort of device, obviously, and then you might get into your work and be on Zoom and be inside. So it's really important, like get some sort of daylight, some sort of sunlight every day if you can, or even if it is cloudy, like just imagine that the suns are very much like you, Deb, this weekend. I get very restless, and we've talked before about my spontaneity and how I crave it.
I
And I
love it.
used to think that it was like at some point I was like, maybe it's bad. Maybe I don't know how to commit. Maybe it's like I was looking at it at such a lens that I crave change so much that it was like, is this because I don't want to commit either to people, places, or things? Because I'm
Right.
very restless. And I've just discovered that a bit of spontaneity in my life, if I sprinkle it, it like curves my cravings to do more drastic things like move across country or into another country and live there for a little while, because those are things that like that I dream about. So this weekend, similar to you, I was like, I want live music. So popped online and at oh my gosh, what theater were we at? I can see it. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We went to Blue October and wow, it was an incredible show. It really soothed my need for, again, like just doing something very last minute. The band was so talented and I love live music. On top of live music, I love when people are so enriched in
Mm.
this flow experience, because that's what I coach. Like, how do you get into that like flowy moment? And these gentlemen brought it. It was an incredible live show that their music live was, I would say, 10 times better than listening to anything on Spotify. However, it was so cool. So if you haven't heard of Blue October, I'll put it in the show notes because
Mhm.
again, like it's just one of those maybe smaller bands you haven't heard of. There, it was just an awesome evening to get out and dance a little bit and meet totally incredible people. So I've decided like I gotta keep on putting some spontaneity in my life and enrich my need for those flowy experiences because they're so beautiful.
Yeah, I like that. I like it. I like saying yes to new experiences instead of doing the same old, whether it's a class in town or, trying something that I haven't done before. I think those are always the moments that you have the funnest times and you discover something new about yourself or about other people, or you meet new people that maybe you haven't or wouldn't necessarily meet in the same old places that you normally go. So I love that.
And yeah, it's saying yes because novelty again is such a flow trigger, like doing something new. So if you're stuck, if you feel overwhelmed, if you have problems, you're not sure what to do, or you're bored, or you feel like things are just not going, like any novelty. And it does not have to be an extreme like Deb and I, like jumping in the car, I'm going to this. Like you could go to a different corner store, go to a different park, or drive a little bit differently, and even go to a different grocery store where you're not sure where things are because you're so
Mhm.
used to the mundane. Like okay, I go here and then I go there, like switch it up, because that novelty allows you to have that, those new experiences bring a new fresh perspective to your life. And that, I think, is where some magic can happen with the human experience. So I love that. I would encourage, okay, let's challenge ourselves. Like, what are we going to say yes to this week that will help propel us forward in our goals that
Oh,
we
I
maybe
like it.
weren't expecting it, right? And again, it doesn't, like, if this is new to you, you don't have to go full throttle. It could be like, okay, yes, someone invited me here, I'll do this, or yes, I'm going to take a break at a different time in my day. You choose, because I think when you are allowing that adventure to unfold, I personally thrive on it. And it's been researched that novelty in our lives, it's as the human experience comes forth, like even those moments in nature, it's so powerful for our eyes to see the awe of whatever is around us. It's so cool.
I love it. I love that challenge for the week. So saying yes to something new, trying something different, doing something in a different way, or maybe saying no. Last week, I said no to social media, took a little break because my
Mm,
body was saying it. So whatever that looks like for you, do something a little different this week. And I can't wait to hear. So make sure that you pop it into comments what you're committing to this week. So
mm.
thanks so much for being with us. I hope we kickstart your week, and we will be back on Thursday with our episode of Connect.